Hello everyone and welcome back to Fire Emblem Heroes. We are here with my very first Emblem showcase. It will be much like a normal showcase, everything that you need to know about the characters, so animation, dialogue, etc. Then the build showcase, and then there is an extra segment. I will call it Who to Engage. The new mechanic, which was added with those emblem characters, is called Engage, which is from where those emblem characters have been taken from. And basically, you choose a character to engage with your emblem to give them a bonus effect and also bonus stats. What I will tell you in that segment is who, personally, I think are the best characters to engage, in this case, with Celica, and also give a fast description of how it works. It doesn't end there. In the gameplay showcase, I won't only showcase Celica, I will also showcase the character that I engage with Celica. For this video, it is Summer Gulveig, which you guys probably expected. But well, here we are with the Emblem Celica showcase, so normal stuff to say before we start. She is from Fire Emblem Engage and Shadow of Valentia bot. She's the Celica that you see in Engage that is taken from Firene, which is one of the first regions that you explore in Engage. She knows Serene, she is a character that is aware of the characters from Engage, but also the characters from Shadow of Valentia. So she kinda fits both entries. I believe that, technically speaking, she is B entry for the duo, etc. stuff, but do not take me on word on that. I haven't really tested. She's my very first Emblem character, but we have two other, Ike and Mart. Maybe I will get them down the line, I will be happy to do more Emblem showcases. And she's a limited character that you can get only at the end of the month, rotating in those Legendary Mythic and now Emblem bundles. Without further ado, let's start with this showcase. As I told you earlier, much like the other showcase, it will be as usual until we reach the build showcase, and then from there you will see the new stuff. Enjoy the first part of the show, I will be back with the build showcase in just a second.
Oh! I am certain that each Celica here has contributed to the emblem standing before you now. May I share the invocation that previously summoned me? It was Care for Us, Emblem of Echoes. Please, reach out to me if anything troubles you. I want to be of service, with or without my emblem ring. Oh, hello. For a moment, I thought you were offering to polish my emblem ring. Oh, I see such nostalgia in your eyes when you look at me. Have our paths crossed before? I finished offering prayers, one to Mother Milla, and many more for everyone on Elios. Oh, hello. For a moment, I thought you were offering to polish my emblem ring. Oh. I am certain that each Celica here has contributed to the emblem standing before you now.
Okay, here we are with the build showcase. So, Emblem Celica doesn't really have anything hugely different from normal characters when it comes to her standard build. She's much like other legendary and mythic characters, a character with a lot of useful signature skills for herself, like Warp Ragnarok, and also, much like Emblem Ike and Emblem Art, a new B skill which is incredibly useful for a certain archetype of characters. In Celica case, we are talking about player face ranged nukes. So, you guys know it by now. If you have past Celicas, they are very similar to her, except Brave Celica, which is melee. So, she is an infantry blue dome. As we can see by the stat, there is something weird. Indeed, we have Verge of Death, which gives her attack speed +8 and defense -8. So, technically speaking, she has lower stats here. But on average, what you need to know is that she has low defensive bulk and high attack bulk. 65 and 54 is very high indeed. Then we have HP, which is an asset, so it is higher than intended, but honestly, above 40, already around 43 or 44 or even 45 is actually pretty decent HP. But it goes without saying why, because she has the new skill Resonance, which works off HP, so it's not even that bad of an asset, to be honest. So, let's start by the weapon. Special trigger acceleration. If she initiates combat or is within 2 spaces of an ally, she gets attack speed +6. Grants a bonus equals to attack speed, which is 20% of unit speed. And also deals damage 20% of unit speed to foe. Not only that, she grants a special cooldown -1 to unit before first follow-up attack during combat. And also, if she initiates combat, she gets a desperation effect. To sum it up, we have, if she initiates combat or is near an ally, attack speed +6, 20% of her speed as bonus on attack speed, 20% of her speed as flat damage on the enemy, special cooldown -1 before she does her subsequent attack after she has attacked, and then a desperation effect. All those effects denote a very reliant build on her speed, so focus on giving her speed seals, attack speed solo 3, attack speed ideal 3, which works with Infinite Follow 4, I believe, stuff like that. Then we also have a special cooldown -1 during her attack, which makes it so that she can pull off Warp Ragnarok twice in ideal occasions. And also Desperation, which is very very important because it makes it so characters will need to have hardy bearing to counter Celica. Not only that, we will see that they will also need a character to deny her warp. So overall, we already see that this character brings a lot of stuff that needs to be countered, otherwise bye bye enemy unit. Her special and signature skill is Warp Ragnarok. Boost special damage by 25% of unit attack. In this case we have an attack scaling skill. Not only that, the best effect here, unit can move through 4 spaces. For each foe within 6 spaces of a unit can move to the nearest spaces that are 2 spaces away from that foe. So basically, she can warp wherever she wants near her foes. Much like in the original game, Warp Ragnarok can get Celica wherever she wants and destroy the enemy. Incredibly powerful. The enemy will need a character like a Gatekeeper, but I don't believe actually that it even works with Emblem Celica herself. It works with the Engage mechanic. I haven't tested it yet, but I believe it shouldn't work for Gatekeeper to stop Celica. And while this effect is incredibly strong, there is obviously one downside. Celica cannot retreat after attacking, because she ends up behind the enemies. She doesn't have Canto, she doesn't have Gale Force to retreat with another action, so be very careful to have Celica act as the last of your characters, or act as the first, and then she's followed up by a character like Summer Gulveig, as you will see during the gameplay showcase, that can clean up the enemies and avoid her from dying. Overall, with those 2 skills, Celica becomes one of the best player-face characters that we have so far, because there is little that can counter her. You might be saying at this point, damage reduction, and here comes Resonance 4. As the combat starts, Celica takes damage, which is equal to 20% of X, where X is her max HP before entering battle minus 20. So in this case, she will take 28 damage. So you might be saying, wow, that's a crazy effect. Why would she... Sorry, not 28, it is 20% of 28, so I think that's like 2 or 3 damage, it's not even that bad. So you might be wondering, why is that so bad? Well, because obviously she reduces her own HP. But then, something else happens, something else that is even better than you might imagine. Unit deals damage equals unit HP at the start of combat minus current HP per 2 during combat. So basically, she deals pre-battle damage, which is always nice. But it doesn't end there, reduces the percentage of 4 non-special reduced damage by X skills by percentage equal unit HP at start of combat minus current HP per 10 during combat to a maximum of 60%. So basically, what is this skill trying to tell you? The lower Celica HP is, the better the scaling for those two abilities is. So you don't want to have Celica be healed, and in the gameplay showcase you will see that I run a Celine, but it's just for fodder of the vanity, let's call it like that. Like, I wanted to show a cool fight with engaged characters in the mist, and Celine is connected to Celica. And I already recorded it, so it is a little weird to say it now, because I have to kinda justify something that I already know will happen, but that's why. And then, basically, we have all that you need to destroy the enemy, because we have pre-battle damage, anti-DR, double attack with the desperation that is built into the weapon, a lot of damage from the speed scaling damage, attack scaling damage, and then you have all of the other stuff that you get also from the A skill, which evokes panic, I believe, on the enemy. Yeah, neutralizes panic and any penalties on air attack speed, so this Celica is beyond busted when it comes to player face damage. That's basically what you need to know. The negative is obviously that she cannot retreat, and the low bulk. So what's the solution there? Either you get a character who can make a retreat, or you get a character who attacks after her or before her to make sure that she doesn't die thereafter. But you don't want to heal her, that's the main gist here. At least you don't want to heal her when she's doing a battle, because otherwise her B skill has a low trigger to work with. Do I suggest rolling for the Celica? Absolutely yes, like, she's probably the best engaged character in terms of engaging with other characters. Best emblem, not sure yet, because obviously Ike is very used and has a lot of different niche, but I will say that she's up there with Ike in terms of usefulness, also because Resonance will be a top fodder skill for sure, it is incredibly strong. Well, my friends, usually here is where I say the build showcase is done, etc. But we have a new segment, so let's go backwards and let's go check out Summer Gulveig. So, as you can see, on the special we have a little icon which represents Celica, and this is the engage mechanic. This engage mechanic works like this. You choose a character and you give the engage character to this character to engage with. They obtain on their special the new abilities, which in this case are boost special damage by unit max special cooldown count value per 4. In this case it is 2, so Gulveig gets an extra 8 damage on her special, which is already good enough because it is flat damage. But the best part, for each foe within 5 spaces of unit can move to the nearest spaces that are within unit range from that foe. So, one less movement compared to the original Warp Ragnarok, which was 6 and 2. In this case, it is 5 and 1. But if you think about it, you guys see my videos where I use Summer Gulveig with New Year's Cider. New Year's Cider basically gives a similar warp effect, but it works off being near allies instead of near the enemies. In this case, it is near the enemies. This effect on a character like Gullveig is insane, because every turn that she gets, so every action that she gets, she can teleport whenever she wants. The gravity debuff is useless. So, which character do you want to enjoy? Not to enjoy, to engage with Celica. Not sure why I said enjoy. It kinda gets there, but enjoy engaging with Celica. So, characters that have high cooldown specials, so 4 or 5, and characters that need high movement to do their actions. What do I mean by this? Basically, characters that get in, attack, and then get out, and maybe attack again. Which characters am I talking of? So, obviously, Summer Gullveig, Brave Gullveig. Summer Edelgard, a character that, much like Summer Gullveig, can attack multiple times. And most of the other Edelgards also fits the same bill. Then we have the recent Winter Dimitris, actually very good with Emblem Celica from what I heard. And then characters who have extra action like Ninja Sanagi or any of the other ninjas who have the extra action to make work of this extra movement and also the damage. Another character that I also want to endorse who was recently released would be Bridal Sharina. There we go. I'm not sure why I said Valentine, but it is Bridal. So any of those characters who, as I said, have high CD and or movement who can benefit from this engage effect are very welcome to have this Celica. Okay, my friends, so this is it for the build showcase and who to engage section. Now we go into the gameplay showcase, where I will use both Emblem Celica and Summer Gullveig with the Celica engage on her unit. So you will see the effect of both those characters. The enemy this time will be the Fomortis and Goto Abyssal difficulty, so the hardest one. So you get to see how it works at the hardest difficulty. That will be the aim for Emblem showcases from now on. But for me this is it, thank you very much for watching. As usual, remember to like and sub if you want to support the channel, and if you want to support the channel more, remember to use the super thanks feature to a comment to the donation of your choosing below your favorite Fire Emblem Heroes video. For now, enjoy this Emblem showcase to the full with the upcoming gameplay showcase with Summer Gullveig.
Into the surf. You're all right. Ever onward. Emblem guide you. I'll protect you. Careful not to burn. This may be cold. Into the surf. You're all right. Ha! Lost, are we? We mustn't get lost. Careful not to burn. To a golden summer.
It's a promise.
Naturally. Into the surf. Ready to help. Ever onward. Warp Ragnarok! We mustn't get lost.
Let us go.
My will is firm. By your side. You're all right. Ready to help. I'll protect you. Warp Ragnarok! Into the surf. Careful not to burn. To a golden summer. We mustn't get lost. You're all right. Ha! To a golden summer. Power blooms
It's a
in me.
promise. Do not waver.
Into the surf. Ever onward. Careful not to burn. This may be cold. We mustn't get lost. You're all right. By your side. Emblem Engage! Warp Ragnarok! Naturally. Emblem guide you!